Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. Welcome to Foreign and Domestic. We're all domestic. Foreign ain't here. He's sick. So
We're
let's go around the
domesticized.
room. Hope everybody's doing well tonight, and we'll try to fill in best we can. So, how you been, Daniel?
Oh, I've been doing okay. I actually got to do some shooting earlier this week. The wife made me take her to a shooting range, and it's some new one that opened up there in Erie County, Ohio. And went there, checked it out, did some shooting, and had some lunch, and had a good time. But well, I would tell you normally at this point I'd tell Scotsman, thank you for the invite. But hey, Jamie, thank you for the invite, brother.
No, Scotsman sent the invites. I'm just the guy behind the curtain. Pay no attention.
Oh, and
So,
he hit accept and put us all on here.
right.
So he's
No,
sitting
I
there.
did that. I
Oh, you
did
did?
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But he's the one who sent the link, and then um, he's not feeling well. Allenbepro, where are you? We need you. So we're just filling in for the guys tonight.
Okay.
So I hope he feels better. Ashley, Gene, you had some misadventures today, didn't you?
Well, first, thank you, oh great Oz, for allowing me to grace your presence.
What the hell you been smoking, man?
Yeah, he's the man behind the curtain. Catch up, Mario. You left coasters. I swear. What are we gonna do with you guys? No, I had a pretty good week. I went to the USPSA event today, and man, that open gun is just not broke in. No matter, I'll put some rounds through it, but I had a great time. I had great hits, good shot placement. Just a lot of malfunction drills. Kind of frustrating. So we're just going to take it to the range now and just keep running rounds through it, and running them through, and see if it smooths itself out. It is a custom built open gun, so it's going to have some teething issues, but we'll get by it. Overall, good day. Glad to hear Julio's out of the hospital okay now. Very, very good. Power of prayer does work.
No, he's not out of the hospital. He's out of surgery.
Oh, I'm sorry. But I seen he was doing well out of it.
Right.
Yeah, that's it's good to hear.
So far, so good. We've got a couple more invites out there, so y'all kind of halfway be expecting some more folks to pop in. Mr. Mario, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm just I was just been low key, man, just doing my thing. Yeah, man, I just been chilling. Just just staying afloat, enjoying the family and just enjoying my time off cuz now that I'm working, I really need to make sure I enjoy my time off cuz it's hectic during the week, especially right now with the inclement weather that's going on. But, anyways, glad to be here. Glad to see all you smiling faces and everybody in the side chat. Hey, so that's all I got.
Dude, it's good to see you. It's been a while. First topic, and we'll say hey to Garage Guy. So, first topic is when we see Mario in the side chat and we go, hey, is that creepy or should we stop? I mean, is it creepy? Yes or no? Go. Garage Guy, man, it's good to see you on here, dude. How you been?
Well, I've been doing pretty good. Thank you. Wherever Scotsman is, thank you for the link. I've just been indoors here mostly this weekend. We've had some really bad winter weather going on, and it's supposed to warm up this week. Tonight it's supposed to get down to like something like 6 degrees, but by Wednesday it's supposed to be in the 60s here. And all this ice and snow, when it melts and that warm weather hits, it's just going to be a mud hole around here.
That's the way it happens. Insight, be yourself. Careful out there, my brother. And we need to talk soon. I got some questions that need answers. Okay, Tread, so far, you're the only one that says it's creepy. Everybody else says it's funny. So,
Well, wasn't it the gals that was saying it's funny and it's cute?
Look, man, there's a history behind that whole hay thing, all right? And the thing about it is I bring a smile to people's faces, and that should be the ultimate goal here. Our lives are crappy right now. So bring a little laughter, make everybody happy. I'm telling you, everybody, I see when you guys do that in the chat, everybody's happy, got a smile on their face. That's all it's about, man.
Mari, I'm glad you like making people happy because it makes me happy just picking on you. And that's the only
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the only reason
Okay.
I said that.
Hey, you know what? That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Cool.
At least you find me.
Unless I find you.
No, at least you find me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break the cycle there. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Oh, Mario, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't pick on you.
dang, Mr. Pollard. Yeah. Tread, it's cute when Mario does it, but when the rest of you do it, it's, yeah.
Well, before that happens, don't matter what live stream it is, you always hear somebody on a panel say, wait, we have a sighting. And everybody knows Mario's there.
Mm-hmm.
And they know what comes afterwards. Hey.
And it's
Hey.
it's a blessing to be in his presence. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Mario,
Just
are you still casting? Do you do any
See,
casting?
oh yeah, hold on. Let me answer. JH, you don't have to say hey. You can just go. I know what you mean, man. It's all good.
Or I could do my Richard Nixon imitation and say,
I'm not a crook. I'm sorry, sir. You saying that what was I doing reloading wise? Just been I just been reloading and have quite a bit of 45 ACP to get to, and so yeah, it's been good. I need to start casting because before you know it, it's gonna get really hot in California. So and then I have to deal with the bugs and the mosquitoes. So it's better to knock that stuff out now.
Mario, I stopped casting bullets when I found Steel Valley because with that discount code, man, it's like I can't justify the time sitting down and casting at that price when taxes included and shipping's included.
I can.
Oh,
I can justify casting.
okay. Tell us. Tell us how you justify it.
Miss
Me?
Kid,
I can justify it because my buddy owns a tire shop. I get buckets of wheel weights, zinc, and lead. Just take them away. Doesn't cost me anything to sit and listen to some music or watch a movie while I'm doing it. You know, still enjoying my time, get a little peacefulness in the
Well,
process.
yeah. I mean, if you're getting endless resource of lead, I mean, I don't see the reason why you wouldn't want to do that. I mean,
Yeah, as long
you
as I,
know, but
yeah,
but you got to understand, Daniel's old now. You know, he's got his AARP card. You know, he's got to get that discount all the time. So,
Whoa, I do have my AARP card. Chill out. And my wife is a service writer in the garage, so I have an unlimited supply of lead. And so I'm stockpiling it.
so
I
you
know
can
that.
bring me a 5 gallon bucket soon, right?
Huh?
You can bring me a
oh,
5 gallon.
now he can hear.
huh?
Right, yeah.
Well, it's not. I don't have quite 5
Uh,
gallon buckets of wheel
uh,
weights right now. I
uh,
got half of one, and I'm trying to get Scotsman to come down and pick them up.
I'll tell you what, Jamie. When we meet up, I'll bring you a nice bucket full of some range scrap. How about that?
Whatever's fine, man.
Because we got barrels of it at the shop, and it just collects. And I
Oh
think
wow.
I just take one of those regular sized coffee can from Aldi's. I
Yeah.
just take one of them every few days and fill it up, and bring it home and dump it in another bucket in the garage, and then I go to the shop, pick up the wheel weights. Actually, 3 shops for wheel weights, one here in town, 2 outside of town, and I just been collecting stuff. So yeah, I've been stockpiling, Daniel.
Yeah, I've been stockpiling. I mean, you don't know what a couple boxes of 9 mil will, every once a year give the mechanic a couple boxes of 9 mil. That not only gets your car, camper, or whatever in there right away to get worked on, but you're the first one he thinks of. I got this bucket full of wheel weights I need to get rid of now. So
That's a good position to be in.
Yeah, me at the shop here in town. Me and one other gentleman. He's older than I am. He's probably in his 70s, early mid 70s. I've only seen him once, but we take turns getting the weights from this one shop. So the past couple months, I've been leaving him alone. Let him get them. Because I've got resources other places. So I try to balance out with my fellow reloaders as well.
He brings up a good point. If you fill a 5-gallon bucket completely up with wheel weights, it's going to take more than one person to move it. And it better be a good bucket, because when 2 of you grab hold of it and pick it up, the bottom might fall out of it, and it might be a disaster.
the handle comes off first.
Right.
That wire handle just.
I've cracked the bottom of a lot of buckets with wheel weights. Man, you could dump them out, and you look at the bottom of the bucket and you go, "Holy crap! I'm glad I didn't have to pick all those up."
Cherry McKinstry. I hope I said that right. Welcome in. This is the first time I've seen your name in the side chat. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you, Cherry.
But I mean that's why I started going on these chats and picking on.
We all got to stop and think about it. The way I look at reloading is I look at it as an escape from the craziness of each other's worlds. I use it as a way to, kind of calm myself down, kind of relax and focus on what I need to do. For some people, they may like casting, and some people like you got the ARP code plus free shipment. I mean, it's all good, baby. Whatever works, whatever rocks your boat. Oh, that's a Navy term. Rocks your boat.
$63 to my door for 1,000 rounds. I would rather go like this than this.
Wow. Thank you for the visual.
What?
Visual aids are important.
Hey, at least
oh my God, yes, totally.
Thanks, Mario. I know how you like those sound effects.
I did not know that, but I'm gonna go buy some. He say.
Oh.
Yeah, Chessboard says a 5-gallon bucket is 100 pounds. Mr. Pollard says it's closer to 200.
Yeah.
Well, I've picked a few of them up. Let me tell you.
Half of a 5-gallon bucket is heavy.
Yeah. I remember Chico Wise saying it now, he say. Mom and Dad, you don't need antimony and tin. You can get, if you can find just a little bit of, what's that stuff? Linotype. Or you can buy some super hard, and it a little bit goes a long way, man. What you really need tin for is for your pour out, to make the sides smooth and everything.
I mean, you're supposed to add this stuff and check your weight, lead. I don't even do that pencil test to them. I just melt it, cast it, and shoot it.
For the most part, I do, but I do kind of watch. Like, buddy of mine gave me some pure lead piping from a demolition job they were on. I got a crap load of it in the garage, and he's got more to bring me. But the problem with that is it's just too soft. So I got a little ratio with the wheel weights I do, and then I cast with that, and that the pure lead just ends up extending my wheel weights.
Are you also doing it for rifle? Because I'm just doing it for pistol.
Nah, just for pistol for the main part. I have other lead if I'm going to cast for my rifles, like my 300 blackout or my ABCFG 14. Then I've got other lead that I put in for that.
So there you go. All right, big political doings and big sports doings. The pro football's in the playoffs, the divisional rounds. Um, Nobody really cares. Uh, so Hillbilly cares. Kansas City is playing right now against Buffalo. Um, Big political news: Mr. DeSantis, the governor of Florida, pulls out of the race and endorses Donald Trump, while our former ambassador lady, and I can't remember her name, continues
Nikki
to
Haley.
Yeah.
she continues to insult Donald Trump's mental faculties. So I
What the
don't.
hell? I mean, DeSantis pulled out before before they had the prime. I mean, the what do they have that thing in Delaware? Is it what is it called?
Yeah,
New
Delaware,
Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Oh,
yeah, he
Yeah.
pulled
that's
out.
weird, man.
Trump's running away from it. So, I mean, the rest of them, they got to think about, okay, VIP and their political future and their political
Mm,
future.
yeah, yeah. Wow, that was really news to me that DeSantis would leave the race. I don't think Nikki Haley has enough support, uh, but you never know, man. You might get the leftist groups, trying to endorse her or whatever the case may be. So
I
Well,
think
who
some
was
of
it?
the
The head of the CEO of Home Depot said if she doesn't step it up, if she doesn't increase anything in this next one, he's out. He's pulling his millions of dollars from her campaign.
Hmm. So, who do
That's
you
I
think
think
is going to be Trump's VP nomination? DeSantis or that Schwami guy?
Shawami guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Schwam-
If he doesn't get the vice presidency, he's definitely going to have a high-ranking cabinet position.
well, yeah, that's if he wants it, though. I mean, that guy's already a successful businessman. He may not
He
really
wants.
want.
Did you see him on the? Did you see him on the joint venture with Trump talking?
No, man. Honestly, man, I to save my blood pressure, I stay the hell away from the news, bro. I get tidbits of it. I'm at a point in my life now that whatever happens, happens, man. And I keep my magazines ready, and if some goes down, we get
All
to it.
right.
That's how I look at it, man. I just got to simplify my life, man, because if I start getting too much involved into all this stuff, man, it's like it's only going to add to my ongoing issues with mental health. So just leave it alone.
Disconnect the
Understand?
cable. Stop listening to AM radio, and that'll help you cut your pressure down by 50%.
Oh, I do, man. Yeah, you're right. I stay away from AM, AM radio, and I stay away from a lot of the. I pretty much like unsubscribe to like Fox News and Newsmax and all these other stuff, man. It's just I get tidbits of it, sometimes when I'm on X, but that's about it, man. I just let it be because I'm at a point now, man, that something is going to happen and it's going to be drastic to the point that I think all of us will have some sort of issue with it. Uh, and that's really where I want to leave it at. It's just I like to keep my life simple now.
Yeah. Start camping. Start camping out and fishing.
Yeah, most definitely, brother. I definitely need to do that.
I'm all
Last,
about relaxing.
I think that's a valid point, Andy. It's what's changed about that. Yeah, Rich is right. DeSantis come in second by nearly 30 points.
Yeah, it was a total blowout, man. 51%, I believe, for Trump alone.
Yeah, that's pretty much why. And he had invested so much in Iowa as well. So uh, but that'll just make him front runner in the next election, I think.
Yeah, that and him being the last governor of Florida and being so successful during the COOF pandemic, that could pull the state of Florida, during a late election next January if Trump nominated him.
But in reality, he doesn't need Ron DeSantis. He doesn't. I mean, Florida, he still has the upper leg, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. There's a lot of newly voters that are in South Florida. Majority of them are Cuban. Majority of them don't like the way the United States is going with this whole socialism nonsense, and that's the whole reason why they left Cuba. It's the
Yeah,
whole reason why they left Venezuela. So, I, that's why I've noticed that there's a change there in Florida.
You're right, Mario. Absolutely. I got
yeah,
to.
that is correct. But I was thinking about if he nominated DeSantis, he would have someone that's in the political establishment that actually did a good job on the ticket.
Tell me who in the hell in the establishment is doing a good job, bro?
DeSantis did it during the whole COVID thing. He kept Florida open. He didn't
Oh,
go for all
Yeah,
this crap.
yeah, but he's gonna bump heads with Trump if he becomes a BP. He really is. That's the reason why he's not even in the same ticket because I don't think they are they are something that they don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. And I think to a certain point, DeSantis is not the type that's gonna just keep his mouth shut and just go with it.
Well, there's still a long ways to go. A lot of things can happen between now and November.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I mean, honestly, at this point,
Well, I,
you see these huge, they've done all these polls and they do the differences between him and Biden, and there's like not even close. It's like 20-point lead or whatever. Watch as we start getting closer to the election, all of a sudden, oh yeah, it's a 10-point margin or 5-point margin. So I mean, honestly, I've lost interest in the whole voting system, 'cause especially in my state, the fucking joke. It really is, I'm just hoping that you guys that are in other freer states that you're able to, make changes to the way the votes are cast and how they are looked at or whatever the case may be.
New York Outcast is right. We don't have any way of proving that their election results are valid.
no, we don't. There's no way. The only thing you do is go do your part and pray that your vote's counted in the correct way. That's all you can do.
Well, that and take up gardening and raising chickens to make sure you got a food supply coming in every year.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I wish
pull.
we could.
I'm gonna pull me a little shack onto your property, Daniel. Don't trip over the extension cord.
Especially while he's making coffee.
Yeah, because I'd be expecting some of that every day.
Yeah.
Make sure you bring 2 shovels.
Oh yeah, I have 2 holes for you.
No, digging, flipping dirt over the put in more gardens. Because if you ain't growing, you ain't eating.
Oh no, we'd be growing too, man. I'll be living a homesteading life with you.
Mhm. Yeah. And we'd be having services every Sunday.
We'll have Jamie officiating.
I think Jamie's pretty good down there where he's at. He's probably in a really good, tight community.
Yeah, I feel sorry for anybody coming around here, man. We got lots of good neighbors. And
Even the neighbors that I don't get along with, we watch out for each other.
yeah.
How you down there, garage guy? You've been pretty quiet for a while.
Uh, Doing all right there. Just listening to y'all fellas there talk. You was talking about growing your own food, the chickens and eggs, what have you. We got some people down here. They're talking about growing a little bit of tobacco.
That's good
You know,
trading
'cause
commodity.
there's always somebody going to want to dip a snuff or a plug of plug of tobacco or maybe a rolled up homemade cigarette. When I was growing up, I worked in the tobacco patches around here. And that was some hard work. But some other people were talking here recently about, not selling it, raising it, cultivating it, and keeping it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
You're
is
gonna
that
have
is
advice.
that is that legal to do for a personal consumption base?
Yeah.
I have no idea, but I don't see why it would be.
Well,
Uh,
you know it is called the AFT for a reason.
No, he's no. Well, tobacco. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be legal to grow your own tobacco? You can brew your own beer.
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying is like how much can you legally grow for a personal consumption without triggering any flags?
Oh, it's even back when my family was growing tobacco, we had what you call allotments, and they were only a certain amount we could put out, like so many pounds, so much acreage, that kind of thing. But these people here are just talking about a small little patch or something, not even maybe a 2/10 of an acre, something like that, maybe. But as far as restrictions, I can't think of any.
Oh,
Yeah, Tommy Boy and Bama Dad. Bama Dad says you can grow all you want, you just can't sell it.
Yeah.
Big Al sells tobacco as a controlled substance.
mm.
Look, man, it's about money. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Something
Plus,
I learned a long time ago is if you want to know the truth behind something, all you got to do is follow the money trail.
plus you have all these chemicals and additives added to it after it's processed, going through the factories. I mean, this is just being grown naturally out in the field.
I
Boy,
can see that.
this is a whole nother rabbit hole.
And I'd say a lot of it, if worst come down to worst, people would probably use it for barter
Mm-hmm.
more than you
Yeah,
would selling it.
That'd be a
yeah.
valuable barter tool.
Yeah.
Very.
Uh, and Daniel brought up you can brew your own beer, but it's you can brew it, but I don't know if you can legally sell it without getting in trouble.
Yeah. Don't sell the beer, just sell the glass, the jar. Damn.
Yeah. I'm reading what Bama Dad's saying. Yeah, I'm here in Virginia.
So you can grow it. Tennessee can grow it. Kentucky and Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
You have to get a. He said you have to have a license in any other state.
Now I think that's a crock. You don't really realize how much freedom we've lost until you start looking at all this tax stamps and red tape on everything.
Uh, New York Outcast getting with you, Daniel.
A sticker store. What's a sticker store? You explain that to me? Yeah, government wants a cut of everything.
Yeah.
You know, I would probably say that if it was like benefiting us as people, as a society, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But when you're funding Ukraine, you're funding all this nonsense we got going on south of the border. Uh, you know, it kind of it's like a slap in the face, man. Um, a slap in the face for a lot of us that immigrated the right way, and all of a sudden you get these new people in here, and then seems to me like they're getting the same benefits that I did, and they didn't have to work their way up like I did. So that does bother me. It bothers me when you put certain people in our society, like veterans, to the side, and you focus more on illegal aliens. Doesn't set well with me, man. It doesn't set well with a lot of people. I know in New York, not too long ago, they had a thing where they pretty much uh, used half of a high school to house illegal immigrants instead of focusing on the education of our children.
Mm.
This is the new America nowadays, guys. And I'm just wondering, what's it going to happen? Where do we draw the line? Because I haven't seen it. It seems to me like it just continues to happen and happen and happen. You know, um, this whole fentanyl crisis, pretty much all the southwestern side of the United States, and how they're using all these routes to get fentanyl and all this other stuff around the country. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, guys, and I think people really need to start really opening up their eyes, man.
Yeah.
Be leery in those other four states to grow that you can grow tobacco in because you still have to have a permit from the county to do it. You're still under the lock and key of the local government.
Man alive.
Ain't that nuts?
Yeah. So hey G23, what's up, brother?
So besides Hot Pot and I, is anybody else in here going to go shoot a little competition this year? Just to do it.
Why? I did it for real, bro.
Okay,
What's
you
the
got
damn
down
point?
how when okay, Mario, I didn't know you went out there and shot some competitions. How did you enjoy it?
No, I didn't. That just to me, it's like I already did it for real. Like, why would I want to go shoot at a brown target? Anyways, brown targets matter, by the way, guys. Just want you to know that.
It's the white ones you get penalized for hitting.
Yeah,
Ain't that a bitch?
because it's relaxing and it requires a little bit more than just standing there shooting paper. You got to move around.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah, you can put all that army training, to
Oh,
use.
oh, okay.
Go out there and
Yeah, I
do a
don't do that shit.
roll, come up shooting and stuff.
Nah,
Duck and
no,
cover.
no
Duck
real
and
reason for it, man.
Hang
It's
out
kind.
with the
It's kind of. No, I'll leave it alone. Anyways, but no, that's cool. I'm glad you're doing it though. I mean, that's good stuff, and it keeps you young, keeps you active. That's for sure
Mario.
good.
I was a pogue. Okay, so it's still fun for me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you put it that way, that makes sense.
I, I wear that badge with honor.
Pug master.
I had to sleep. I had to sleep and I had to sleep in heated and air conditioned
Man, I'm gonna
tents.
slap the shit out of you.
Had to go to the other tent that served the hot meals every day. It was a rough
Hey,
life.
I don't want to hear it. All right. I don't want to hear it more.
Hey, it wasn't a ship though. I was in the Navy. I was in tents, so that was pretty rough for me.
God. Okay.
And, yeah, in the sandbox run by bases that was run by the Air Force.
which means he wasn't packed down with Dramamine.
Yeah, but my job was survival equipment. I had 6 saves my entire Navy career. 6 people went home to their moms, dads, husbands, and wives and kids.
Did you have to show us your shorts, Mario?
No, I wanted to show you guys my vicious dog next to me, but he's just chilling.
Yeah.
Hook him with a stick. I bet he won't be chilling for very long.
Yeah. Let me see. Because I have to take the blur off of it.
Well, just pick him up and put him in your lap.
He's a fucking big fat ass dog. You think I'm gonna pick him up? Look at him. He's right there.
He's just sleeping there farting.
He's a healthy pug, man. He's one of these big ass pugs, like run through the litter fucking pugs that eat all the food.
I see a warm pillow.
Garage guy, are you going to go do some competitions this year?
Well, they really don't hold any sanctioned events around here, but usually some of us will get together and maybe have a little competition between ourselves, throw a few bucks in the pot, winner take all, that kind of thing.
Now get on to practice score and you can do a little investigation because there's probably quite a few going on once a month, somewhere within a half an hour to an hour drive from you down there.
Hey, bro, West Virginia is all about the moonshine, bro. Fucking moonshine Olympics up in that motherfucker.
Well, I'm only 45 minutes away from the West Virginia state line, so
Because I thought you was down in Virginia.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the part of Virginia I'm in, I can go so many minutes in a different direction. I'm in a different state.
Well, there you go. You're going to have some shoots around you,
Yeah.
whether it's
Yeah.
IDPA or USPSA. There'll be something.
Hey, bro, how far are you from Rice, Virginia?
Honestly, I've never heard of it.
Oh yeah, because my buddy moved over there. He bought like a 15-acre little ranch. He's even got his own little lake. It's like, man, it's a little envious.
Rice. I've, hmm. Well, before I do get out and do any shooting, some of this ice and snow needs to melt, though. Whew.
Heck, it's going to be in the 20s here tomorrow, so it's going to be a heat wave. So
Hey,
I have to get out there and do some shooting.
I get cold just watching the news, though. Fuck that shit. Ooh, he looks
Mario, when the weather's in the single digits and the wind chill is in the negatives, 20 degrees is warm.
Oh no, I know. I've been to some places, Fort Drum, New York is a shithole, and don't want to go there again. But yeah, no, it gets cold there too. So, um, but yeah, man. Yeah, actually, we did cold weather training there, and we did like mountain training over there because that's where the 10 Mountain Division's at. So it was cool. I mean, I can. I can deal with the cold, but it's not something I really like doing them.
It could be worse. You could be my daughter's up there in Fairbanks, Alaska, and it was 38 negative 38 degrees the other day.
Oh hell no. Mm-mm. Nope. I'm glad the army never sent me over there. Ooh Lord, I would have sucked. So hot pot. I've been a little envious of a lot of the new guns you've been displaying. A little envious, sir. Just want you to know that.
Why is that? They're for sale.
Because I wish I had them. I was like, oh, those are nice. Those are nice. I like them. Nice and shiny.
So you like that high point, huh?
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Cast iron beauty there, buddy.
Man, that thing, I'll tell you what, every time you pull the trigger, you'll smile. Every time.
You know what? And those things are pretty darn accurate, man.
It's accurate, it's reliable. Um, it's just fun, man. It's just fun to shoot. It's one of those guns that when you go to the range, if you didn't take it, when you get there, you go, man, I forgot the high point.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, that's the highlight of the day right there, bro. But I've also liked the high point carvings. Actually, those are really cool. I mean, if they would have more than a 10 round magazine, that'd be a lot more fun.
For the 45s and the nines, you can get extended magazines, the red ball. Now they're kind of iffy. If you got a problem with one of them, they will exchange you. They got great customer service with it. But they do have the extended 20 rounds for those.
Now,
Doesn't
let me let me,
block mags?
Man, it'd be nice if they did.
No.
It would. Just like yours, Daniel, like you like your PCC, like your little carbiner there.
Oh, what you mean? That gun I'm walking over brass.
Oh, there you go. Good job, buddy.
You mean
Yeah,
you mean these 50 round mags?
Oh, those are
Yeah, I
nice,
like
man.
those.
Those are
That'd
the
be-
Korean ones or what?
No, these are regular mag pulls with an extension on them.
Oh, look at
A
that.
20 round extension.
Wow.
Yeah.
You get
You can sit there and pull the trigger till your finger gets tired and you got to switch fingers.
Right.
I had to do that in that World Series of shooting steel thing. It's like, how much longer can this go on?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was the first thing of last year. Now those are fun.
I got
Yeah.
a comment back to James Pollard's. He says, "It's for those who like Bud Ugly. If you turn the lights off, you won't know the difference."
Are you talking about personal experience or something else, buddy?
Hey, just saying.
And hey, if anybody wants to see Hot Pot go out and do a tour and interview of the folks at High Point, let him know and start demanding of him. I can make that happen.
Bro,
So
you
can
get a
I.
tour?
I have the email
You can get
addresses
a
and all the information.
Yeah, but did you go to school from first grade all the way to graduation with their engineer?
No, but we have a facility right here in Lima, Ohio. I can walk up and knock on the door.
No, there's no High Point in Lima.
Yes, there is.
Well, maybe an outlet.
Oh, no, 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 no. You might want to homework yourself a little bit there.
Well, I'm not that interested in High Points because their pistols are so butt ugly.
Let's see the JHP 45.
Is this a debate? Do we need to get a moderator?
No,
you can
everyone agrees
you
that
can
pistols-
Google the address, Daniel.
Are they manufacturing, Daniel, down there, or just doing CNC work and all that there happy stuff? Are they going to start making good looking pistols, or are they going to stay with the same butt ugly?
Well, they did change. They recently changed this. They upgraded the slide. They changed the slide on
Yeah.
on the 45.
It's more tactical.
Yeah, to match the 10, where it's got the front cocking serrations and the more angled slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
They've got Strassels has got facilities all over Ohio
See, if you want to talk CZ,
that all do different things.
yeah. Okay.
Wow.
But I can use the insight. So yeah, I'd love to do a tour of the
You know,
the main place.
I would, because I think it's I've always been kind of curious as to what they do there, because I mean, the way I look at it, man, is if Keltec will let you go see their ugly pistols, why can we get the same from High Point? We
they
got to
will.
make.
I emailed them and a lady emailed me back and she said, hey, thanks for inquiring about this. This would be really cool. But here's another email address and phone numbers that you need to talk to the marketing department about actually getting into the plant to get a tour and get to interview them.
Okay. So they said, hey, here's the number. You talk to these folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the emails I got from this lady, they were pretty positive.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things that I just got busy and kind of just forgot about it until we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
But this next year, I'll plan a little tour of High Point, show what I can show, talk what I can talk. I think it'd be interesting because I've had their carbines, I've had their pistols. I currently own one, and I've never had a problem. People can thumb them down all day long. That's fine. That's your opinion, but your opinion isn't backed with owning one and using one. For the most part, people that do, give them a thumbs down, they've never handled one.
Yeah.
They've never put one on a bench rest and seen how accurate that thing is.
That thing is accurate, man. I ain't gonna lie. My little C9,
one in my life.
My little C9 is no joke, man. That thing is drive-by ready.
Yeah, and you're not going to have to fix any malfunctions out of it. You're just going to pull it till it's empty. Yeah,
I mean, the only thing I kind of don't like is disassembling that thing. That thing sucks, man.
Garage guy, you're muted.
Well, they ugly. Okay, they ugly. I get that. They are not beautiful. They're not a CZ. They're not a 10 folio, but they work.
Yeah, I was going to say 90% of the problems with a High Point, it's not the firearm, it's the magazine. And usually you can take a pair of needle nose pliers and just barely bend one of the lips back, usually the left side, no more problems.
And for the cost effectiveness of it, if you got to get a pair of needle nose out, look, I've had to get needle nose out on some expensive magazines. We're talking $150 magazines to tune them. So where's the difference?
Now, I've seen and handled some of their carbines. I didn't get to shoot them, but they looked pretty nice. I mean, they were all tricked out and everything. And
well, Chris has got a 10 millimeter that in a bullpup chassis.
Yeah,
and that thing is just nuts to run, man. It is just magazine empty. Another one.
I'm just wondering how many High Points this New York Outcast got owned down there.
Are they allowed those with that low melting point?
Did they say that the contents on this pistol may be subject to cancer exposure?
You want the California label?
Freaking California. I'm like, dude, everything's got freaking, you're exposed to cancer, because it's dumb. It's like the stupidest sticker they put on everything, and I'm like, who gives a shit? Just throw it off and you just
my lawn chairs have that sticker. In the state of California, this product has been known to cause.
Well, I'm in Ohio, so fuck off.
I'm in Ohio.
I've been wanting to ask you because I got two people from Ohio here. I got a question from you guys, and this is in regards to people who live in the state of Ohio. And this is nothing negative. No, this is nothing negative. No, I'm not going to go there. But I'm just wondering. I notice most people that live in Ohio never leave Ohio.
Hmm.
Most people that I know, if you live in Ohio or you're from Ohio, majority of them stay in their state. They don't. I mean, they'll go visit other places and stuff like that, but they don't leave that state. Just kind of curious.
Well, I've lived in Florida. I've lived in northwest suburb of Chicago called Itasca. I lived over outside of Hershey, Pennsylvania. I've spent a lot of time in LA, in California, at my friend Scott's. I've had the pleasure of traveling across this United States, and Ohio's just it's in my blood. It's where I was born and raised, and I just led back here. But I have ventured out, and you know what I've learned about this, Mario? The most important thing I have learned about crisscrossing this beautiful nation we have is that everywhere there's a Main Street, everywhere there's an Elm Street, everywhere there's a Taco Bell, a McDonald's, a Wendy's, a Wawa, a Sheets, a Speedway, all the same gas station, different names, mini mart, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same. There's white lines on every road and trees on the edge of every highway.
Okay. All right. I did 20 years away from Ohio while I was in the Navy. 4 years in San Diego. San Diego was unique when I lived there because there was Alberta's, Roberta's, and all those other places that I
All
got
those
introduced.
Odos.
Huh? I was introduced to really good Mexican food.
That's right.
And no place has ever been able to top that. Lived in Washington State up in Whidbey Island, and where you drink beer, go out and catch crab and catch salmon every day, and sit in your backyard and steam them. I had two different mountain ranges on both sides of me, so I'd be able to go camping and have bears right outside my tent, listen to the wolves howl. That place was unique. I lived in the south side of DC, and that place was unique. Okay, so every place had its own thing, but I mean, I come back to Ohio because that's where I grew up. That's where I got family, I got friends, and a good support network. But no matter where I go, hey, that's where I was.
Isn't it amazing? Like you just said, this place was unique. This place was unique. This place was unique. Every place has its unique offerings.
But
You
it's
know,
not Ohio.
when I was up in northern Wisconsin, I've never eaten such good cheese in my life. I mean, just stuff it just melts in your mouth. You don't have to chew it. You barely have to swallow. I mean, just it's amazing. But
I'm not going
don't
to say it. I'm
Daniel,
not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Daniel,
That's what she said.
Daniel, Daniel. I
I'm
knew
sorry.
it. I knew it.
Fucking sailors, I swear.
I just wonder
It's
how
all
many
those
people on
semen.
this
It's
side
all
channel
those
are
semen
thinking the
around
same
him.
thing. Go on.
But like Daniel came back to Ohio, so did I. Ohio has the best of all the worlds. The only thing we don't have is a saltwater beach or saltwater coast. That's the only thing we don't have.
Yeah.
We have the Great Lakes,
And we got the salt mines under the Great Lakes.
salt mines there, but we don't have any salt water bordering us. That's the only difference. We have mountains, amusement parks, winding roads, beautiful small towns with homemade items. I mean, it's just one of those places that I'm happy to be here. You know, I
No,
mean,
that's cool. Yeah, and that's great. I always wanted to hear the perspective of people that lived in that state. I'm sure Ohio is a great place to live too, because it just seems to me like the people are very, very down to earth over there, just blue collar, everybody just, helps each other out. I'm sure it's like a lot in other places in the country, but I've noticed that a lot with people that are from Ohio that somehow, some way, they always have a tendency of coming back
yeah,
to their home state. And
strange.
I don't see that. I mean, honestly, the day I do leave California, I'm out of here. I'm never coming back. I might come visit my family, but as far as me coming back, no, because honestly, this state doesn't have any of the values that I cherish, and that's the main reason why so many people are leaving. When um, you don't value you don't have they don't have the same value system, or what you think it's right, and you make everyday everyday stuff, super expensive. Yeah, it's not worth it. And I think one aspect that I noticed, even though there's been change in that state of Ohio, it seems to me like to a certain point there's still a certain way or a certain value system of what you consider, you know meaningful to everybody in that state.
Yes, exactly. We all in the group that you live around. I mean, even with like with Daniel, he's probably got a half mile to a mile radius of good people that he can trust. And I live in the city, but on my block, don't come mess around my block. We cover each other, man. That's what it's about. It's about the brotherly love is what it's about. It's about the commitment, the honesty with each other. If you a player, man, you're out of here. On my block, man, don't come around. You a player on my block, you're kicked off. That's it. Don't come back.
If you move into where I live, into this area, and you got kids, when they get to high school, they're going to be very popular because there's another branch somebody around here can put onto their family tree.
Alrighty, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
No,
Kind of
I mean
gross,
it's
but
like
From a
you.
Navy man's perspective.
you might
I
go.
had I
You
had to
spin
go
me round,
I had to
down,
go
baby,
30,
round.
40
Okay.
miles to be able to, to date away from home because it's farming community. I mean, how many you've got 3 or 4 generations it's been here.
Oh, yeah.
So
And see, I like that too. I think that's cool because there's traditions there. There's family traditions and all that good stuff, and there's generations that lived in that same land. So
yeah,
that's admirable. I like that a lot, actually.
yeah.
So why don't you move out to the Midwest, Mario?
Oh hell no, man! I'm a little bitch. I don't like being cold, bro. Look, man. Here's my thing. There's a lot of shit I can put up with. Being cold is not one of them. I'm tropical peoples. Fuck that
Oh,
I'm
you
in
shit,
a
mean
I'm in a t-shirt right now. I'm warm.
dude. You're inside, man. Come on now.
So are you.
Oh yeah, but
Oh,
still,
oh, oh,
yeah.
oh,
I
oh,
don't feel like
oh.
scraping my freaking windshield every fucking morning. And
Well, I got remote
oh,
start.
whoa, 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 whoa. Mario, there's this thing called remote start.
oh, you guys got that? Oh my god, go
Yes.
ahead with your best selves.
Yeah.
I got it on my
Yeah,
phone.
I got
I
that too.
mean, I got it on my key fob.
Yeah. No, it's actually it's a lot more complicated than that. Believe me, if it
I,
was that easy, I'll be gone, brother. I'll
you
be
know what,
gone.
Mario? I know,
Yeah.
I know.
But
Well,
when you get the opportunity, run.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Like, yeah, definitely got to go
well,
to a state that. Say
speaking
again.
of Ohio, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now, go ahead, garage guy.
Now, speaking of Ohio, a lot of people here in the Central Appalachians, especially after World War II, there wasn't nothing going on around here, no jobs or anything. They moved up to Ohio, a lot of them, especially a lot of my family members, like great uncles, especially around Columbus. A couple of them worked for, I don't know if it was something called Westinghouse or whatever. It was like an appliance factory.
Hmm.
That was here. That's Mansfield, Ohio.
Mansfield. Okay, and let's see, some of them people would go to Cleveland, or some go to Detroit, but that's where all the jobs was back in, seemed like, in Ohio, around that area. And
Ralph Ralph Stoley of the Stoley Corporation. Ralph Stoley made his fortune. You remember the old pull tabs on the top of a soda or beer can?
yeah,
Ralph Stoley from Sydney, Ohio, invented the actual popper that stayed on the can.
hmm,
And he brought up generations of people from Kentucky into onto the west side of Ohio in Sydney, Ohio,
right.
to work in his factories. And to this day, the Stoley Corporation is going strong.
Yeah.
They own several divisions. They do Emerson air and compressor products. They do all of those in Sydney, Ohio. And Stoley's makes everything from vinyl siding to paint. It's a huge corporation just outside of where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then in Lima, Ohio, where I live, we've got the huge chemical plant. So we produce and supply all of the chemicals like the anhydrous ammonia and such like that for all of this tri-state area.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
now
and
what Garage Guy was talking about,
Please.
as far as people moving up from the Appalachians up here, you
Mhm.
see on my mom's side, that was my grandmother and grandfather that moved up from the Appalachians to here and married onto my dad's side of the family, who's been here forever farming and stuff. So, and they came up here because that's where the jobs were. There wasn't any jobs down there.
yeah, my grandmother came from Hinton, West Virginia to here.
Been there. Beautiful
Yeah.
little place.
Beautiful, man. We
Yeah.
had a bunch of family reunions there. I have been there many times through my life. Absolutely wonderful.
And
Great people.
it's
But
where the New River meets the Greenbrier River right there. Yeah.
hmm,
As Blue Star or Bluestone Dam there on the other end of town, there was a cafe sitting on the riverbank. I think it was called Glenn's. Always stopped in there and ate. Did Gene freeze?
no, I did not. I was
Oh,
reading Rob's. I was reading Rob's comment. Sorry. Say, bet the water glows.
I thought my
Jamie,
screen froze.
No, that chemical plant almost blows up 100 times a day. I'll do a video just driving by it at night, and I'll post it on the shorts, and everybody can see how big this place really is, man. I used to pick up some stuff there, and it was quite scary.
But some of my relatives that moved up to Ohio back in, they passed away since then, but their families and descendants are still up there.
It's. I don't think it's a bad place to live. I'm happy with it. Where I'm at, I get all 4 seasons.
Yeah.
I happen to be where my location is. I'm not in an extreme weather belt. It, for the most part, it goes just north or just south of where I'm at. And this is where I'm at. We just get the residuals from it,
Yeah.
so it's not a bad weather place. I'm okay with it. I'm actually okay.
so Jamie, how was dinner?
It was great, man. Pork loin, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, salad.
Ooh.
I ate a salad, New York outcast. So you'd be proud of me. We're a little bit past halfway. Uh, I don't have the participants list. So we'll need to type in something so we can call out all you guys out on TV and in the side chat. So what we want to type in?
Hashtag CZ Life.
How about, since y'all been talking about Ohio, everybody type in the state that they live in. So
Yeah,
are
I'm not proud of that one. It's okay. I'll skip it.
so we got Mario. We got so type in your state and we'll call your name out. So here we go. And they're gone. Hold on a minute. Let me back up here. We got Abigail Finnegan, Treads out there, Tim S., Vanessa Kitty, Rich White, Bobby Barlow, Tim S., Six Shooter Texan, Edward Petty, Rich White, Teresa Blowing Videos, Ashley A., Viejo, there's Abigail, uh, Justin Grimm, Alaska One Andy, Daniel God is my judge, Kyle, Vanessa Kitty, Fluffy 10mm Jeep Guy, Ozzy Osbourne. There's CW Longshot. We got Bama Dad, Michael Dunn, Colton 1927, Tread, Buzz T48, Reloading from the Hot Pot, Fine 8 1393. That's a new name to me. Welcome in, buddy. And we appreciate all of you guys being out here. Look at this stuff. I know you guys from up north.
Oh
There's
hell no!
V Borgo ones out there. Welcome in, buddy. 18 below right now. Negative 38, negative 40 tonight.
Nice.
What's going on, CW? Glad you could join us, man.
Yeah, I saw he posted there, throw me a link, and I said, well, I don't normally come on from down here. I'm down in the loading room. I'll figure out, say hello to everybody. Don't know how long I'll stay on, but we'll see.
Pretty cool. We got about another 50 minutes or so.
So you getting loaded out there?
Yeah, just finished some 223s. Just finished the scope video. Cleaning up the mess, putting things away, listening to you guys.
I'm getting prepped. I mean, I've got I've got 308 ready to put powder and then put the bullets in. I've got about 200 that's all ready to go. That should be enough for a couple of days.
At least get the barrel warm.
Yeah. Do something other than 9 mil.
Won't keep it warm long.
Not at 38 below.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had cold here. It was a little warmer today than yesterday. I got out in the woods and wanted to move some cameras. I put a couple of new cameras 2 weeks ago, and I got, oh my goodness, 60 something pictures off one of them, and one squirrel. So a lot of falsies, and it cost you money, so I had to fix that. So I changed the position and location, and hopefully it'll be better.
CW, do they have a black bear season where you're at?
No, they've talked about it. I think it's coming. There's been some interactions. There's been some problems. They had to shoot a couple of them, defense. So I think it's going to happen. I don't know how big it's going to be, statewide or just a minimal number of tags or what they're going to do, but they need to do something. But we got quite a few of them.
That picture of that black bear you sent me, that thing was huge.
I figure he's probably three. I don't know if he's much more than 350. He's a good sized bear. We've seen bigger up there. I got pictures of bigger ones.
Oh.
And there's a family two big cubs, probably 100, 125 apiece, and mama. And then there's that one, and then there's one big one. I don't know if it's a boar or a sow, but based on its size, it's probably a boar. And he's got 3 tags in his ears. So he's been a trouble bear, a problem. But I got video of him playing in the yard. I got video of him on the porch of the house. The landowner sent me. One walked right through the garage and out the garage door, with the garage doors open in the summertime.
Yeah, when they don't fear people, that's a problem.
Yeah. Well, they're not outside when it happens. They're looking through the windows, but I mean, there's some strong smells of people. I mean, they're in and out of your cars. That's your garage. That's got a lot of your smells. So you're right. There's no fear there.
Oh,
But what kind of bears you got over there? Brown bear or black bear? What do you got?
Black bears.
Oh yeah, those fools like to come and eat anything they can from you. So
Yeah, there's probably more bear problems with black bears than any other bear, but doesn't mean the black bears are a problem. It just means there's more of them in direct contact with man than polars or grizzlies. That's all that means. The brown bears, the grizzly bears, and the polar bears are much meaner. They're going to eat you if they see you more than a black bear. A black bear is not going to think of you as a meal. They're going to just be cornered by you or surprised by you or feel intimidated by you with their young ones. There's just a lot more of them than more encounters with them than the other bears. So they're not any more dangerous. They're probably less dangerous, but there's just more of them.
hey,
You staying warm out there, Mario?
oh hell yeah, it's a balmy 53 degrees right now, bro. Shit, like I watch you guys, I'm like, oh hell no, it's cold.
45 or 48 degrees warmer than me.
Yeah, it's 29 here. We've warmed up considerably.
I don't
This morning when I got up to go to church, I got in my car and the thermometer said 8 degrees.
Oh my bad, I was wrong. It's 62.
hey, this little conversation going on between Mock and Abigail. Mock, when you get her address, send it to me because I think I can get a hold of 50 cats to send her
All right,
in one location, from one
Wow.
location.
Fuzzy from Fuzzy.
No, that's a whole different project. That's too far away. Fuzzy don't have that many cats.
Seems like he's got quite a few. He's walking all over.
Yeah. But some white rice and sweet and sour sauce or teriyaki. You got the whole. You got your whole food.
You are just
right
wrong. Just stop it. Stop it. God. Jesus. Good thing you're not the equal opportunity guy here.
What, for cats?
Mario, we call that kitty fried rice in Ohio.
Oh, dude.
I called the
Man.
dog warden. There are no laws
Oh.
here in Ohio that
There's
have
no
any
laws.
protections for cats because they don't consider them as household or wild. They're invasive.
Really? But they do have them for dogs, though, right?
Yeah.
Really? They don't have it for cats?
Nope.
It's crazy.
No, it's crazy when you get somebody that's gets that many. Right. I mean, look at this. When you get someplace that's got that many cats, there's a problem.
Be quiet.
MCK and Abigail are talking about bobcats and stuff like that. Go ahead, Mario.
Bobcats don't do nothing, man. I've seen a bunch of bobcats around here. Them and lynx, they just look at you and they run away. They don't do nothing.
We're starting to get them up here where I'm at. I seen one, and that thing was big,
Uh, what was it? A
We got
link?
big bobcat.
Oh yeah.
we don't have link.
No, we have links over here in California, and they're scared of you most of the time. They don't want to do nothing with man. I don't blame them. I wouldn't either.
I've seen some big tracks up in Vermont and upstate New York, and I don't think they're lynx. They're probably cougar, but they're not fresh, so you can really tell. But they have bigger feet, bigger prints than bobcats. But we got some good sized bobcats. We really do.
The bobcats eat your fawns.
Oh, sure they do. Yeah.
They'll do damage to your deer population.
Yep. Yep. They will.
So, anybody interested in seeing from Shot Show? Are you expecting anything or?
I think to me, Shot Show is kind of played out. When you have that many YouTubers in one place, and you see all these, I mean, after a while, it's just like, man, I don't even want to watch that stuff.
I
It's
think it was better
go ahead.
years ago. They seemed, it was like Christmas morning. If you wait to open your presents to Christmas morning, it makes it special. When you start opening them on Christmas Eve, it just ruins it. And releasing new guns was always shot show, not before. And when they start releasing them weeks before, it just kind of ruins it. To me, that was what shot show was: new guns, new products. That was
Yeah,
when it was released, and then you saw them in the spring or in the summer, and that made it special.
yeah, and that's a great point. I also noticed that now that they have a tendency of debuting a lot of new guns on the NRA convention.
Yeah, it's that's my first thought about it. I've never been. I had an opportunity to go to one of the NRA shows one time, but it kind of fell through. I was going to be in the area, and it fell through. But I've never been to a convention or to the shot show.
You're
I mean,
probably lucky. Everybody I know that's come back from Shot Show has gotten sicker than a dog.
yeah, and in all honesty, guys, I'm 6 hours away from Vegas, and even I don't want to go to Shot Show. And I'm like, I could just get a prize pass and just be like, "Hey, what's going on?" But I'm like, it's also our industry. Unfortunately, we gotten certain people that have become more corporate than anything else, and it's like, I think honestly, I think that kind of ruined it too. Because a lot of people started getting sponsorships, and it became more of a corporate thing than anything else. It didn't become uh, a thing where everybody puts their input. It seems to me like it's the same old stuff. Like they have a dialogue that they want to discuss, and certain things, that topics that they want to say. It's kind of like the ultimate reloader, man. You ever seen that guy? He does a review about everything. He has never said anything negative about anything he reviews. Really, dude?
Yeah,
Even the Lee? Come on, dog.
And that's why I don't sub to the big channels.
Yeah. There's a lot of channels that you'll say, Smith and Wesson sent me this for T&E or Glock or whoever. They never say nothing negative about it. I've seen videos, especially this one person in particular. I'm not going to mention his name. He was shooting a handgun. The brass was just flying back, hitting him in the face, hitting him in the head, hitting him in the shoulder. He never one time mentioned that during his video. He's got several others like it too. And at the first of every video when that happened, he'd say, they sent this to me to test and evaluate. Nothing negative, and he's about getting his eyes put out with the daggone brass coming back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was that ridiculous, and I just unsubscribed from his channel and a few others.
And I know exactly who you're talking about. So it's kind of sad that I know just by describing the video. But
Yeah,
honestly,
and
I I also think that I'm sorry, Greshka, go ahead.
Well, I'll say this too. What also killed me about his video, he'll have his face centered right in the camera, talking about the gun, and then be holding the gun like over here in the upper corner, but the camera's straight on his face. Hell, I don't want to see that. I want to see the gun. You know?
Yeah, no, I get it. I honestly noticed, to me, there was a lot of YouTube channels that went really corporate after Olight started getting involved. Everybody became an Olight whore, and if the shoe fits, wear it, man. That's all I can say. Because so many people that became Olight hoers, and I'm like, dude, you need to quit that crap. Because all of a sudden, like, Olight wanted a certain video by a certain timeline, and they would be demanding as hell too. And I'm like, oh hell no, I would never do that. But to each their own.
Yeah. That's why I don't buy Olights. They started doing that crap.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. Trust me.
And that's why this channel goes Streamlight. Streamlight. Good investment.
Shut the hell up.
I only review stuff that I paid my own money for.
Okay. Thank you.
And, I got stuff sitting in the can that I haven't released yet. And if I screw up, I'll put it out there on video, I'll own up to it. But if I like something, I like it. And that's why I like around you guys and stuff. If you have something, it works, it's good for you, you're going to give the highs and you're going to give the lows.
Yep. I try and give everything. I don't cut out. I don't cut out. That's human.
No.
That's
No,
real.
because honestly, you stop and think about it before you go and buy something. What is it that the first thing you do? You go and see if there's a YouTube video, somebody reviewing it, somebody that maybe doesn't have that many subscribers. And I'll be honest with you, I watched that video before I watch anybody else's, because I know that person is real. I know that person's going to be honest and say what needs to be said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Mario, how many of us actually do that? Just you guys, and you guys in the side chat too. How many of us look at reviews and look at YouTube videos about something before we go buy it instead of after, and then we want to go find positive reviews about something to make ourselves feel good about what we just bought?
That just seemed backwards.
It
Well, okay. If anybody questions me, go watch my review of that H&K BP9. No, I'll never buy one. Any of the reviews, if I'm happy with the product, I release a review.
Your Swamp Fox video. You gave him a good video, good review, and then you had problems. You came back and you talked about it.
Yeah.
So
it's the long term issue. You may love something at first.
Your ears. That problem.
Yeah, but after a while, when stuff starts failing and then the company fails behind that, well, I'm going to put you on blast. I don't care if I got stuff for free, for discount or whatever. If it starts failing out, I'm going to put it on blast.
Yeah. Okay, I don't want to say bragging, but okay, I've got a new CZ. I went and bought the Shadow 2 Compact. And Colin came out with a video and griping about it because he was getting negligent discharges on it. And some other smaller YouTuber came through it. I shot over 2,500 rounds just out of one of them, and I haven't had a single negligent discharge. Is it because I have a regular Shadow 2 and I'm used to shooting it? Now, on a Tactical Sports Orange, I've had negligent discharge, unintentional, getting the double tap and triple taps going, hot pot, you know what I'm saying? But that gun is gone. He had a TSO also, had the same thing. I think we both sold those. But I haven't had a single negligent discharge from it, and I bought one for a carry gun. I liked it so much, I bought another one to use in competition this year, because this year when I go to these competitions, I'm going to shoot pistol. And I finally got a green dot on it, and I've never had dots on my pistols before, so that's a learning curve I'm going through now. But the number one thing that I've learned that the most important thing when you put a dot on your gun is blue Loctite is a must. If you don't put the Loctite on those mounting screws, you better be wearing goggles and be prepared to have a cut on your head, because I had that thing come right off and knock me right between the eyes and broke my eye protection.
Oh, I thought you did the Matrix.
It happened so fast, I was just seeing something big and black coming right between my eyes, going bam.
Chris had that happen to him, and I shot one video and I mounted the optic, and I made a comment in it, man. Hope this thing don't fly off and do a Chris from the 740 on me.
Abigail mentioned something about Walther P. P something or other. Chris really likes those Walthers, don't he?
Yeah, I bought one because he loved them so much. I watched him shoot them, and so I purchased one. I bought a PDP full size, and I couldn't wait to get it back to trade it in. It was snappy, the slides awkward and heavy. I put it side by side with my SIG AXG Pro on targets and shot them back to back. And the Walther was all over the place, and my SIG was a nice tight group in the A zone.
You know who I miss be out here right now? It'll be bald. You'll be like, if you get the Grand Power is the best gun ever. Oh my God.
Grand Power.
I
had a Grand Power before my divorce. And I'll tell you what, man, I had a Q100. And that gun was just, man, soft to shoot and accurate, fast. That's a good gun, man. I hate to say it. I know Bald says it all the time, but man, that's a good gun.
No, it's a good gun, but I always like to give him a hard time because I swear, every time we start talking about guns, it's like automatically he comes in. It's a Grand Power. We're going to get the Grand Power. It's a good pistol.
Who doesn't
get to the chopper?
Give Bald a hard time. I enjoy harassing him, and he can take it.
No, he can. He at least he throws back. But it's like the same old stuff he always throws at me. And I'm like, dude, come on, man. If you're gonna come back with me, something better than that. He keeps throwing that Home Depot, joke, and I'm like, dog. I mean, you do that like 20 times, bro. Like, come on, man. You need to get better stuff.
Yeah. Now, Fuzzy, we don't have anything wrong with a revolvers, especially if it's a 80s, made before the 80s or before revolvers. I mean, Jamie, I only have one thing I harass Jamie about is when he's going to sell me that 586 for $50.
Bro, seriously, man, that thing is gonna stay part of his family, bro. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. That is just because that gun, I picked it up once, and what Jamie did I shoot 5 or 6 rounds of it, but there was one. There was just one hole, and all them bullets went right in there.
Because he has a revolver when they were actually made more gooder. Now they're not made so gooder.
That was the 4-inch 686. You've not shot the 586.
It was blued.
Okay.
The first time I was down there, whichever it was, Jamie, that thing, one hole every round went right. It was like right there.
Well, Daniel, don't feel yourself all kinds of special because we all got to fondle that.
Well, Georgia boy.
Okay, and you guys say I'm creepy. Look at that crap. You know what I'm talking about?
We have a good time down there.
Georgia boy was shooting it at about between 15 and 20 yards. And he shot 6 rounds through it, and I said, "You want some more?" And he said, "No, I think you need to get this thing out of my hands before I have to go find me one and buy it because I just shot all the red out of that target." And I looked down there, and it was like the at the fair where you get the machine gun, BB gun, and you have to shoot all the red star out. He did that completely with that. With
Uh,
They were my hand loads, and Mock cast the bullets. They were I think they were like 105 grain semi wad cutters. CW, you know the ones, the Lees with the little bitty points.
Yeah, I got one right up off the floor yesterday. I must have put it somewhere.
Call out a bullet. He's got the mold. I'm telling you.
Jamie, didn't I tell you that you better not leave that gun laying around because I would end up with it?
Yes, you did.
I just picked it up. Where'd it go?
Um,
Right there.
that would be the one. Mock casted up some of those and brought them to me, and I powder coated them and took them and loaded them and took them back up there and we shot them. Uh, Bearded guy, there's not really that much of a comparison between a 300 Winchester mag and 6.5 Creedmoor. Creedmoor shoots flat, but 300 Win Mag is just powerful, much more powerful than 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Yeah.
shoot a moose with a 6.5 Creedmoor, but you would with a 300 Winchester Magnum.
Yeah, and where you could shoot decent groups at 1,000 yards with a 6.5 Creedmoor, you could probably do it at 2,000 yards to a mile. Oh, you could shoot to a mile easy with 300 Win Mag. Now, how accurate is it? I wouldn't know about that. I've not tested mine yet, but I hope to have that thing up and going by the time we get together. But I don't know that I will.
Jamie, you got a
Well,
300 Win Mag?
Yeah,
Okay. Ouch.
well, I just sorted out a 5-gallon bucket of 300 Win Mag brass.
well, I might need to order some.
Well, just text me. Let me know what you need.
Let me get in that box and see how many I got.
I got you, brother. Don't worry about it.
There's Walter.
It sure does shoot good out of that 686.
It's a good
And
shoot.
not just that, Mark was shooting it out of his um, EAA Vindicator. It shot good out of that gun too. Those guns, those Vindicators, especially if you get a 4-inch barrel, they're a whole lot nicer than a lot of people give them credit for. Those are very decent guns for the money, I think.
Yeah, I had one a few years ago, and I had to send it back to the factory. They replaced a trigger part called the hand, and I had it back in less than 10 business days, and that thing's just excellent. But the 357 version, I think it's a steel frame, and I think the 38 special version, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is aluminum frame.
Mine was the one I had, and I sold it to Mock. Was 357 Magnum.
Yeah. The only problem I have with it, you couldn't find replacement grips for them. Shooting a hot 357 load through it, it felt like it wanted to come out of my hand. But
Well,
38,
this one had the 4-inch barrel. It was very
yeah,
well balanced.
yeah. Uh, 38 special plus P through it was nothing. I mean,
Uh, let's go back to Bama, that bearded guy's comment, and we'll get Bama Dad. We'll get to that. Which one I would choose, bearded guy, would be what was I planning on doing with the rifle once I got it. If you're wanting to hunt long range and stuff like that, I would go, especially larger game. I would. There's Alaskan ballistics. What's going on? I'd probably go with the 300 Win Mag, particularly if I lived in Alaska. Right? They seem like they would be very effective. And if you get a 300 Win Mag and you're planning on doing your own reloading, you might want to consider buying powder in 4-pound or 8-pound jugs, because it's 70 something grains just for one load. And, you got 7,000 grains in a 1 pound of powder. So you're getting less than 100 rounds out of a pound of powder. So there's that.
For medium and small game, the 6.5 Creedmoor would take it out, because that's the same caliber as a 243, right?
Close.
So a lot of folks hunt deer with 243s, where they're legal to hunt with. But as I look at it, as far as the recoil, so if you're hunting for deer or smaller, or just using it to go to the range and shoot a lot, I'd go for the 6.5 Creedmoor. If you're going to go out and actually use it for hunting, you'd have to go the 300 Win Mag, because it'll hit your shoulder harder than a 12 gauge shotgun shooting slugs.
Here. I like the looks of that 300 PRC.
He says he wants to hunt decent range with large game. If you're talking about elk and bear and moose and stuff like that, then 300 Win Mag is your huckleberry. 6.5 Creedmoor. Anything larger than whitetail mule deer at 500 yards, you need something a little bit bigger.
Need a 270.
Yeah, and Mr. Pollard asked that. I didn't get to do that yet, Mr. Pollard, as far as shooting it at the range. I really want to do that. I think, and CW and I have talked about it, I think the limitations to the 270 Winchester is going to be the twist rate in the rifling. That's right, Patriot Paul. They're kind of opposite each other. 6.5 Creedmoor is 264, not 243. Yeah, light bullets too. 127 grain. So that goes to show you guys it's more about where you put that bullet than what you're throwing it out of.
Hey, just because he lives in Alaska and hunts these critters, don't mean he knows what he's talking about. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I've always
Man, just mute yourself, Daniel. Just mute yourself.
I've always been of the opinion that anything a 6.5 Creedmoor to do a 270 Winchester could do better. But when you get out past that 800-yard mark, that 1 in 10 twist is probably going to be a little bit of a hindrance. And that's why we've talked about the 6.8 Western. It's 1 in 7, 1 in 8 CW.
Depending on the manufacturer, yeah.
It'll stabilize a heavier bullet at longer ranges because of the faster twist. When you get out there, ballistic coefficient means a lot when you're shooting out to. Well, when you get out past 300 or 400 yards, everything starts to matter more. Uh,
Yes, it does. And I've shot a 300 blackout out to 600 yards and been in the black. So
look coming in here. Who left the back door open?
Hey, can you hear me?
Barely. You're
Yeah,
in
stop
Vegas
the camera.
shot show, aren't you?
Yeah, he's down a SHOT Show getting the latest bugs.
All right. Ashley's asking us to pray for Scotsman. Y'all keep Scotsman in your prayers.
Grand Power's here. Hello, Grand Power.
Get into Choppa.
I can't hear the goddamn word, but hope you can hear all the noise.
Hey. You know, it'd be nice if you can afford some fucking headphones, fucker.
I didn't think about talking to you. I just wanted to bust your balls, you
Oh,
ugly
Grand
freaking-
Power.
You ugly Mexican. Hey, listen, there's a
Hey.
mariachi group around the corner looking for a singer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you should come over here. You can have a whole career.
Oh, my God. Totally. Hey. What are you doing in Sin City, huh? Hey, by the way, you're not that much of a YouTube celebrity for you to be in SHOT Show, fool. Just want
Hey,
you to know
listen,
that.
I'm big enough celebrity to be on the SHOT Show. You're not
Yeah,
there, so shut the hell up.
You're full of shit. Hey, who did you get that pass from, huh? That's what I want to fucking know. Yeah, you went and got that shit from somebody
Eat your
else.
heart out, fucker.
Yeah, I can get the same fucking thing. Ain't nothing to be jealous about, motherfucker. I can go get one too.
Mario. Val was gifted that.
I know
Okay.
he was.
He didn't
I
get
know
that
he
on his
was.
own. He was
Yeah,
gifted.
I
He
know
was
that.
gifted that off someone else's back.
I know that. He's so full of shit.
I know that for a fact.
Oh,
Listen, no-
somebody busted your balls, buddy.
All you motherfuckers are gifted your teeth.
Mario, he did come up with something new, though.
Oh, what was that?
He busted on you on something new, but not with the Home Depot thing.
Oh,
He
what
was
was it
letting you
now?
know about the
Lowe's?
mariachi band.
What are you coming with now?
All you motherfuckers are just jealous.
You motherfuckers are just jealous. Man, dude, I don't have to be jealous, fucker.
No,
I can
hey,
go to
you,
Of
Vegas
course you're
whenever I want.
jealous. Listen, I'm taller, I'm better looking. Only thing
Really?
you got is freaking hair.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? That counts because women like men with hair.
That's okay. I got hair all over my body.
Ew.
his
What the
back, his
Yeah, this
So,
this
so
looks like
Mario, the caterpillar
like a gremlin
eyebrows
and shit.
count.
All right, I gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, see now because I'm busting his balls, he wants to go.
Thanks for jumping in,
Yeah.
Val.
Yeah.
Y'all be
Fuck you,
careful
Val.
out there.
Wait a minute. Alaska Ballistics got a 308 that goes 32. What?
3250, but that's with a 127 grain bullet. Well, it wouldn't be because he's
Man.
talking about a 6.5 and compared to 308. Good night, that bearded guy. Thanks for coming in and joining us for a while
Hey,
tonight. We
I
appreciate
do have a. Oh, sorry, Bruno's over there messing with his toy. I do have a question for Alaskan ballistics. Does anything change, like as far as the trajectory of the round when it's really cold, like below zero kind of thing? Or does anybody know?
Yeah.
Some
Yes, it
pellets,
does.
not temperature sensitive. You can get good velocity swings on non-temperature sensitive powders. Colder air is denser air, but you'd have some distance to realize that. They're not high elevation generally. Although they could get some
Well, it depends. I mean, some parts of Alaska are pretty high elevated. Just depends. I don't know where he lives at, but I'm sure it's got some elevation to it.
Yeah, A&A, I'm sitting in for Scotsman, and we were hoping Alan would show up, but he hadn't got here yet. And
Jan's running out of time to get his skirt on, that's for sure.
Buzz, tell it like it is, brother. That's a good song, too.
But Fuzzy didn't add on why, well, back our forefathers, they also had lots of kids who could go out and carry all that meat back to the cabin.
Details, details.
Does Scotsman have any topics for tonight?
No. No. If he did, he didn't share them with me. He's waiting till he gets back next week, feeling better.
Unless
So,
it's a fundraiser, we just go on and just like this, just whatever. So CW, if you got something that's on your mind that you want to vent on or just whatever or ask, do it.
No, not really. Just to try and reel it back into where it was supposed to be going if we had a topic.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is pretty much a free for all.
Yeah.
Whatever. Kind of fun chat.
Well, Gene, who do you think's got the best goatee going there? Garage Guy or CW?
Let me blow this screen up here. Let me take a better look.
Definitely CW.
I don't know, man. You got some nice shape going on there. Nice consistent coloring. A little darker on the upper lip, which is nice. The CW, though, it's got a nice equalization of the salt and pepper look.
I think he's got that Pepe Le Pew.
He's got a little bit of the overhang on the outer lips there. Oh man, that's a toss up. They both have good qualities.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to go with CW for the overhang on the outer lip.
Yeah.
Because he definitely has the
Longer.
the hole to put the pie in.
all right, stop the bus right now. Thanks for that comment, Thorzax. You're absolutely right. 90% of making that shot is believing and knowing that you can do it. And I agree with that. But Armament Naxos has just called all of us old. like him, so we can't be too mad. He's
Right.
fessing up to being our age, so
He's a pup.
Right? What's there to get mad at? We are.
we are, yeah. Uh, we
How
are.
old? How old is A&A? What is he like? 49, 50?
Yeah, he's got to be in his 40s.
Man,
All right,
if you can't eat off the senior menu, back up. All
Well,
right,
you
that's
can't,
all I got to say.
Gene. You can't yet.
Yes, I can.
Now, you're still in your 50s.
I'm 57,
That's
55 in Ohio, baby. Senior and Golden Buckeye card.
so you can get the senior
Yeah.
coffee. You're one of those cheap bastards.
I get my 10% off discount proudly, baby. I made it this far.
Elastin ballistics. I would respectfully say I agree, but disagree with that statement. I think if you're competent and confident to shoot 600 yards at game animals and take that animal with a clean kill, I think you're fine doing that. I just don't. I wouldn't do it personally because I've not done it enough to to be that confident shooting at game at 600 yards.
Austin had
Probably,
good Reloading Weatherby Reloading Weatherby. Forget what his channel name is. Austin had a really good video today on distance hunting. He called out what Chuck is talking about there, and a lot of people shooting just way too far
yeah.
on game hunting, and we don't see it here because we just don't have the opportunities for that kind of thing. But
We're geographically limited.
a lot of people don't look at the cartridge they're using. They say, oh, I can shoot. I've shot 1,000 yards. I can shoot. I'm fine. Well, there's a big difference between poking holes in paper or ring and steel and having enough energy, bullet expansion, bullet performance on game with that caliber. And if you're going to shoot at those kind of ranges, you need some big guns. You're not going to do it with a 308 and 6.5 Grendel, or a Creedmoor, Needmore. It's not going to do it. You're down under 1,500 foot-pounds of energy past 500-ish yards with any Needmore load. It doesn't carry. It doesn't have the energy.
Man, that's like some outdoor channel stuff there, man.
Most people say 1,500, on game, big stuff. Elk and moose and bigger caribou and stuff like that. You want some foot-pounds. You want bullet performance, and then a lot of the bullets, the premium bullets you look at, like I know Chuck loves those copper bullets, but most all of them need 2,000 or better to perform, to expand and perform. They drop down into 1,600 feet per second, and they're just poking a hole. They're just penciling a hole through, and that's not good.
Yeah, the trick is knowing what your energy is at that range.
Yeah, and bullet performance. You
Yeah.
want enough energy on target, and you want to have a bullet that's going to perform at impact velocity. Then you also want accuracy, and then you want the guy to be able to make the shots, because hitting them in the rump at 1,000 yards is unethical.
There's West Covina Dodge. Hey, Pat.
Hello, Pat.
I mean, other than groundhogs here in Ohio, when you go deer hunting, your shots are going to be normally less than 50 yards. Sometimes 100 and rarely at 200. So out west, their average hunting shot is 400 yards, like on elk and mule deer and such. But I mean, they've got the equipment that can get the job done, and they're used to shooting that. Here, we're not, unless we're out there shooting groundhogs and we got an opportunity to go shoot somewhere that's really long range, but we don't need really big high velocities. I mean, where the bullet's down at that end to kill a groundhog.
Yeah, if you want to shoot those kind of distances on game, go shoot groundhogs, go shoot prairie dogs, go shoot go shoot that kind of stuff, because it's environment you don't really care. You're probably not even picking them up, or you're stuffing them back in the holes. And if you hit them in the rump or you hit them in the head, it don't matter. You're just trying to make, impacts. And if you're going to shoot long distance at a live animal, that's the critter you should be shooting on, as far as I'm concerned.
So tools for the gun, tools for it. You need the tools.
Yes.
You need the proper tool for the game, for the distance.
And
that's what this boils down to.
You need to know how those tools perform and how to use them too.
Well, I have a 6.5 need board, and I have a 308. So the 308 is going to take out larger game at a little bit of a longer distance than the 6.5 is.
Yeah, you would think that, but you still got to make that shot. And I've shot with you enough to know that you're probably going to be making that shot.
I think I'm fair at it. I do my best. But thank you, Jamie.
But it's about knowing at what speed, how much energy are you delivering on that animal at a particular distance, and at what speed is the performance of your bullet no longer going to expand. And Thorzak's comment right there explains that. The big naval guns, 16-inch, they were not for shooting at other ships because they would go right through. They were for land bombardment. And that's the point. If you're shooting deer or elk or whatever at that range and the bullet is not expanding, you're poking holes in a defenseless animal that's probably going to suffer, and he may or may not survive, but you're probably not going to recover that animal.
And that is unethical.
That is unethical.
Yep.
But somebody that is used to do it, has done the training for it, understands all those things. Obviously, in Alaska and out west, these guys do all that kind of stuff all the time. Yeah, they know what they're doing. They can shoot that. They can take those shots in an ethical manner. And I've got no problem with that. It's just I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Because the furthest I've ever killed deer has been a little bit less than 200 yards. So I don't have that experience. Could I get that experience? Yeah, pretty quick.
But are you going to have the opportunities to shoot farther than that where you're at?
Not where I'm at. It would be a thing of going on a hunting trip. So we're over 2 hours, and we need to start going through the room, don't we? But y'all get me wound up right when we get time for us to get off the air. But that's the kind of stuff, and yeah. Well, there you go, A&A. I'm not judging, man. I'm talking about myself more than anybody else.
Yeah, but even those 6, you want to the cartridge has the horsepower for 600 yards on big game, no problem. But you want to pick the right bullet.
Hey, all I know is none of you guys ever shot a cow with an M1A1 tank. So yeah, I got y'all beat. Peace out.
That's hard to beat.
Man,
I don't care who you are. That's hard to beat, Mario.
Mario, you had to pull that card.
You're not going to be shooting through other tanks with some of the projectiles that you got on board. They're not ready for it.
Oh no, it's because I was doing gunnery in Fort Hood, and where the moving target comes out, there was a cow. We couldn't tell the difference because it's like 2,500 meters, and I had my night sights on, and to me it looked like it was a target, man. So I identified it. My tank commander said fire. I shot it, and all of a sudden go poof. You see all kinds of stuff coming out. And then the tower's like, ceasefire, ceasefire. You just shot a cow. I'm like, damn.
That's like
It's just that
raining.
in Fort Hood, in the training area, I mean, all over Fort Hood, they rent out, the land to the what are the ranchers and stuff, so they can have their cows run around and stuff like that. So it kind of maintains, all the grasslands and everything like that. So it's a win-win. But yeah,
It's not for the cow.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's raining hamburger meat.
hi man. I know. Believe me, I heard it for like 2 years in my unit. Every time I pass by, "Mrrr."
All right, let's go through the room. Tell these nice folks good night and have a great week. MCK's out there, and I love this. You don't see someone smiling, be that someone. Like Hillbilly Up says, make somebody's day better. So, Garage Guy, you want to go first?
Sure. First of all, I want to say to Bubba Triclops Ballistics, if you're out there watching, I hope you're feeling better. He was kind of in some rough shape there last night. Until the weather clears, I really don't have nothing else coming up except maybe a Trigger Pull Thursday going on. Yesterday, I posted a video about a local gun shop here in my hometown going out of business. They're being bought out, and I just sat there and talked about, gave my thoughts on it, how it wasn't going to be the same, and it's a shame these mom and pop type of places, are kind of disappearing. But hopefully the weather gets warmed up here by the end of this coming week. I can get out and get some shooting done and get a few more videos in the can.
Thanks for being here, buddy. And we want to thank Tread for the links out there to our channels. So, any of y'all not subscribed to somebody that's on the panel or in the side chat, y'all, please give us a sub. Mr. Mario, what you got coming up?
Nothing much, man. Just working away, and actually, I do have a trip coming up for DC, so I'm gonna go check that. It's in February, but I'm looking forward to it. Get out of the communist state and go someplace else. I definitely want to go check out the Smithsonian, and definitely want to go to Arlington. I want to go see the Tomb of the Unknown. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So I'm kind of been planning a lot of this stuff for that trip, and just working away, man. Just been working a lot, keeping busy, and whenever I get a chance, I do a little bit of reloading. So that's about it, man. So I appreciate you guys having me on.
I'm telling you, changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is an awe-inspiring sight. You will never forget it. So, congrats on that. CW, what you got coming up, man?
I've been working on videos, so I think I got videos in queue through the week, at least the Thursday. I don't know if the last one went on Friday or if it went on Thursday, but I got the scope in I was waiting for on Friday night. That came in today, believe it or not. So I did the video on that, and I don't know if the light video posted today. I think that's what posted today. The light press lights.
Yeah, I watched that and left a comment.
I got another Ruger American video probably coming tomorrow. And then I got a couple more scope videos, and then I got a trigger pull Thursday video. So I've been busy. Been busy. And thank you for the link. Kind of last minute, but I I don't normally get on. I'm usually into something. But like I said, I was down here finishing my videos, so I figured, what the heck? I'll stop and say hello. Thank you for the link. Good to see all you guys.
Thanks for joining us, buddy. I appreciate you more than you know.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Hot Pot, what's going on, buddy?
Mr. Hot what?
Whatever.
Hey, thanks.
Mr. Creepy Hands.
I don't have my thumb ring on tonight, Mario. You lucky.
You don't got your
Thank
point.
God for that.
It's
Don't
on my
get
necklace
creepy,
instead because I
guys.
shot today. Hey, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it, man. We've had some good chat tonight, good conversation. Always good to see everybody on the panel and everyone in the side chat. Man, love you all. Just have a great week. And, be the reason someone smiles.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here. Stand by, Gene. Daniel, what you got coming up? Nothing? Anything?
Not really. I've kind of slowed down on doing any kind of videos. It's didn't see anything big enough to shoot during hunting season, so I just sat out there. I recorded some deer walking around and some eagles flying around, but gun content really nothing until things warm up. Actually, I deleted a whole lot of gun video stuff off my channel because I'm just taking it back and going to take a new look and to see, do I really want to be putting stuff up on YouTube where if I ever do get in something it can be used against me? I'm just thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Rumble, bro. Rumble.
Huh? No,
Just put
anything you
everything on.
post can be used against you in a court of law.
You know what the greatest used to say? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Rumble, young man, rumble. Ah!
I'll try it out.
All righty then.
But yeah, YouTube's just kind of turned me off with all their policies and stuff. I can't even hold and show a gun in a gun chat anymore.
Hey, by the way, if you guys think I'm creepy, the people that get the most views on YouTube is people that expose their everyday lives. If
Yeah.
that's not creepy, I don't know what is. Just saying.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, but hey, it has been really enjoyable spending time with you guys and seeing some folks in the side chat. Let's see, what did Alaska Ballistics just say?
They already know anything, Daniel.
They already know anything. Yeah, they know everything because they listen to you right here. You're being monitored 24/7.
Oh God! Pretty soon you're gonna be wearing one of those aluminum hats. Lovely.
Mario, behave or I'm going to flick a booger on you.
Easy now. So,
Anything he does on you, Mario. So you just gotta watch out.
yeah, duck. So, Gene, are you where you can take us out, right?
No, I'm not, but I can be.
Are you decent?
It says, yes, I'm decent. I'm also naked, but I'm decent.
Are you decent?
All right, here we go.
Yes, I am.
Take us out of here, right? Thanks for being here, everybody.
Well, y'all, next week I may or not upload a video. I don't know. I've got about a 200 in queue I've been waiting on. You may see something. You may not see something. You just never know.
Just get to the point.
Always keep your magazines loaded and one in the chamber. Woo!